Press, and today we'll be talking about grandparenthood in different cultures. While I was reading the book, I found this topic to be very interesting because my grandparents live in Cuba and they are one of the main sources or the main connection that I have to my home country, which is very important to me. So the relationship that we have is very unique and very important. Grandparenting across cultures. Being a grandparent can mean several things across different cultures. The relationship between grandparents and grandchildren are especially important in the passing on and conservation of tradition and culture. Diversity in grandparenthood can be witnessed across cultures. For example, being a grandparent usually occurs much earlier in Asia than it does in Western Europe. In China, individuals usually become grandparents by the age of 55, while Europeans are grandparents until age 70, around 80. Additionally, Chinese grandparents are more likely to live with their children than Western Europeans, meaning that Chinese grandparents are more likely to spend more time with their grandchildren. When it comes to the age difference, that also has an effect on the relationship between the grandparents and the grandchildren. Another example of the differences of grandparenthood within cultures is that grandparents in the United States and the United Kingdom are present in their grandchildren's life when they're needed by the parents and tend to not interfere with the parenting, while grandparents from Asia and Africa are more likely to have a more active role in their grandchildren's life. This is also true, I believe, for Latin American grandparents and US grandparents, and I say that from personal experience. Additionally, grandparents that are Asian American immigrants are the main source of tradition and culture for the grandchildren. That's also very important because without someone to pass down the, the education of tradition and culture, most likely the older or the newest generations will forget about those traditions. Um, Within cultures, grandparenting roles also change between grandfathers and grandmothers. For example, grandmothers from Native American descent are usually the ones to educate their grandchildren about the culture and traditions instead of grandfathers. These are the references that I use. Thank you for listening.